Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I've just got my dog in the room and she's being a bit of a pain at the moment because no one else is here, so I've got to take care of her. I'm just going to get the stream up quickly before I start. Oh, there we go. We are up. I've got myself one of those Brewdog beers that Maz says are quite good. Mad, 2 seconds. Maddie, come on. Come on, turn around then. I do apologise, I'm just trying to fight my dog. Come on, turn it around. Out we go. Oh, right. Okay. There might be a little bit of barking at some point in this stream, so I'll try. As soon as that happens, I will try and calm it down as soon as possible. But that might be happening. We've got 15 people today. Obviously, no one's in danger in Q1 as long as they don't put it in a wall or get themselves disqualified. Yeah. Not the greatest of turnouts in terms of this division. We were looking quite good actually for a while, and then yeah, everyone's decided they didn't want to turn up for a race they voted for. But okay, cool. Everyone's retiring at Q1. I'm just petting my dog. As long as everyone hopefully remembers their setups, or else that would be a nightmare. But yeah, here we go. Got. Just wondering how we're gonna line up. So obviously we've got Gobert in here. Bazaman is his first race that I've seen him in this season, so it'll be interesting to see how he can do. Obviously Fatality's not here today. Bazaboy wasn't here last week, so if Bazaboy can win today, it really closes the championship up again. Just gives him a bit of an opportunity to come back at Fatality. And as these two do seem like they are the title contenders at the moment. Obviously General Limitless, it's But Limitless, I'm gonna get it right one day, is up there, but obviously it just all fails him in terms of the race strategy. So if he can get that right, then he'll be alright, he'll do well for himself. Track map details, I'm furthest ahead. Fine, we'll sit up with you. Look at the pink boy. Oh, just sort of. But no, it's gonna be interesting. Maz, don't put it in a wall. I know what you're like. You're a bit retarded. We've got one admin bottle job. Please don't let there be another one. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting. Do not invalidate yourselves as well. So I've just lost my pet. Oh. I've got this, and I've got the rest of this Fanta, so we'll drink the rest of this Fanta, then we'll get onto the beer. I only hope I go through one of them this race, to be fair. We've not got too long. Obviously, this race was the last one, actually, of the season in Season 2. So it will be it was a good race then. Some drivers going for a completely different strategies, going long, coming back late, or, well, getting the other guys to come at them late, and yeah, there we go, Multi-Barrack with a 26.3, which actually isn't a bad time. Another 26.3 by Bazaboy. Actually, yeah, no, you want to be I'm not sure. I wasn't here on Thursday, so I wouldn't know. I'd assume you want 27. Well, I've heard something about Chapelele in a 23, so I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, everyone needs to put themselves a time in, even though we've got still some people in the pits being annoying, but you know, I guess that's that for them. But yeah, people coming around now and sorting themselves out. Axel saying team finger polite. We got a finger polite fan here who's a reserve last week, and it does look like there's a possibility of a full-time seat going at the moment, because as word goes around, Kingsholm's seat may be in danger just because of a lack of communication and the fact he's thumbs up in and saying he's going to attend and obviously not turning up. So there's always that issue that will arise. So there's always seats that can come available. We've got 7 people here now. Just waiting for obviously everyone to come out. Obviously the 2 Renaults are still in the pits. The Williams of Envoy still in the pits. Stream still hasn't set himself a time either. So I do hope we get those 2 moving now. Fingerplight still isn't out. Gobert is now. Ashfin's managed to invalidate his out lap. I would assume he's just skipping corners. DJ Death Dragon is coming round on his lap as well now. And we will see what he does. I don't know if he's pushing or not, but yeah, he'll definitely be in the top 3 if he's remotely pushing. Well, top 4 if he's remotely pushing. Oh, 5 or 6? 5. I'm gonna go with 5. But yeah, DJ's one of those drivers who can find himself at the front quite a lot of the time. Yeah, he's definitely put in a decent time there, but can find himself at the front, and yeah, it'll be very, very interesting on if he can find his form in terms of this league and see if he can start challenging near the front. He's got the pace. Same with Ashvin as well. He's very much got the pace. They just need to find their feet, I guess, this season. Taking them a little bit of a while to get themselves going, but I hate being friends with like 50 million people on PS. You get invites all the time. I should really turn them off. But no, it'd be very, very interesting. Had to go for you know, so I didn't get knocked out. Is that why you set up extremely competitive time of a 1-4? Do you know what? I don't think that's getting beaten today. But Goba is coming around on his lap now. Fingerplate does look like he's going to be the last one. Yeah, he's going to be the last one across. Ashvin's coming around to finish his lap. Envoy's just started his... No, there's people still on out laps. I'm stupid. But yeah, that Ashvin is going to be the last one across. I'm broken, aren't I? Finger Polite is going to be the last one across the line, and he's about to start his lap now. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. And he has put himself in a P3. We've got Envoy cruising himself round. Stream's looking alright. Goba is doing his lap. He's the furthest along of the people who haven't retired yet, or who haven't set themselves a lap. Obviously, we're just waiting on these guys to come across and get ourselves ready for Q2. I do like quick session, saves me a bit of time, can get along with stuff in the evening, but yeah, you ignored Axel's comment. I did not ignore Axel's comment. I said Team Finger Polite. I had a like 10-minute, well, 30-second talk about Finger Polite and how seats could come available and everything, but what we'll do is for Axel, because apparently I ignored you. Wait, You can hear me. Shut up. You can hear me. Yeah, you can. Right, okay. I am checking. Yeah, I can hear myself as well. Just double checking. But, no, Finger Polite putting himself up into a P3. I don't know in terms of who's pushing, who's not, but Gobert putting a 25.5 in. So I'd assume it's a fairly decent time. If everyone just retires now, honestly, we don't care about retiring on track now. And yeah, we'll be good to go for Q2. And I'd assume it's going to be the medium hards, what most people are going to be wanting to do. The message deleted. You know what, Robbie, you're high, mate. Just doing shit. Oh, of course you were pushing, yeah. With that solid P15. That's actually P1.5. Yeah, there's one. We got waiting on 5 people to retire. And then we should be good to go, saving ourselves a solid 6-7 minutes, which is a couple laps, 5 laps or so. Yeah, see, Robbie, I did. You prick. Right, guys, if you are in the pits, do just retire. Or even just retire anyway. I mean, we don't need to get round. We've got 3 people. And that's just the 2 Renaults who need to hop out their cars and have a little break time for a while. I've got my beer now and we'll see how it's tasting. But yeah, no. That's some nice beer. For free as well. Almost fucking threw it over myself, but yeah, it's a nice can as well, to be fair. Finger Polite, if you just retire for us, and there we go. We are good to go for the next round. I'm just going to quickly switch on the light for my dog. Because she's scared of the dark. She doesn't like it. She gets a bit jumpy if it's dark. I'm just going to leave my door ajar until my parents get home, and then obviously I need to shut it because my dog's going to go mental. But yeah. It's going to be an interesting race, I hope. 15 drivers. I would argue some of the better drivers are still here. I mean, we've lost, obviously, Fatality this week. He can't make it. Energetics can't make it. He's a solid mid-table runner. We've got a couple guys who just, yeah, can't make it this week. And obviously some people, I would assume, are just not turning up because they're not a fan of this track. And I really don't know why, because it is a really nice track to drive, if I'm being honest. It's one of the more enjoyable ones. Especially when we've got the likes of Russia on the calendar, which is the blandest track in the world. Hanoi, those 2 are just disgusting. I will never drive them again. Dortmund are 2-0 up against Bayern. Jesus Christ. Haaland scored yet? I'd assume he has. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the football. Bayern. Oh, it's 2-2, you liar. Haaland scored twice, second in the 9th minute. Lewis scored 26th and a penalty in the 44th. Okie dokie. So yeah, your updates are about 40 minutes old. But yeah, it's just Haaland versus Lua now. that one. So we've got CDM, the furthest out on track, and I'll sit with him. Robbie one day will be right when he says something about something, but you know. Obviously, Fatality, I think, is a Bayern fan, so he'll be happy if obviously they win. Everyone else will be happy if Dortmund win, because Bayern are going to win the league by a fucking country mile again. Must be really boring being a Bayern fan. It's nothing like you just win it all every year. And here we go. A car just looks really slow on these straights. Here we go. Is he even in? No, he's got no ERA. Am I? Nope, apparently he's got 100. So I'd assume, I don't know if he's doing his lap or not. I would assume not. Sorry, CDM, but if you are, I do apologise for going off you, but I'm going to go on board with Flea, as his thing's actually working, and I can see that he's doing a lap. It's a multi-barrack right behind him. Yes, it is. That's going to actually hurt his time. As little as he wants it to, because he's within that 1.5 seconds. It does look like Maz messed up his lap. There's yellow flags there. I would assume that's Maz who's messed it up, or it's Bazaboy on the. No, it's definitely Maz. He's falling off quite a way. But yeah, Flea is looking like the one to be setting the benchmark, but Multi-Barrack is just stuck behind him, and there's nothing he can do, and nothing he will really want to do, because if he starts battling, then, well, that's both their laps done. It could definitely have left a little bit more space, a second quicker there. Multi-Barrack, not a bad time at all, but definitely go quicker in terms of that if he wasn't so close up to the back of the next driver. Here comes Fozzie Bear though on the medium compound tyres as well. He's going to be coming across the line. See where he puts himself. He puts himself with an invalid time. I don't know, but his lap time hasn't registered. Ashvin is going to come across the line. He's going to be setting his out lap now. Is that Streams? It is Streams. He's going to come across the line. We'll see what he can do. It's going to be a 26.449 on the softs. So, yeah, that's not too bad. We've got DJ Death Dragon going to be setting a lap time as well. Ryan Van Doom and Envoy also coming across, putting themselves P3 and 5 respectively. But P3 now goes to DJ Death Dragon, who's done a 27.499. So 27.4, 27.3 seems to be where you want to be. Is that Bazman coming around? We've got Multi-Barrack and Flea. Then obviously we've got Bazaboy. He's going to be the next one to set a lap time. Gunman saying 2 girls, 1 cup. Interesting. What's that a reference to then? Ooh, a big wibble wobble from Bazaboy. He's done a 28.7. He's not good. Well, 28.1. He's not going to be too happy with that. Maz doing a 27.6. 3 tenths off his teammate. Not ideal for them. Fozzie Bear goes to a 28.597. They look quite safe at the moment. Ashvin's going to come across the line. I would assume he's going to be in 27s, 27.3. He's the fastest of the medium runners by about 28 milliseconds. So not that far at all. But Bazaman is going to be coming round to be the next man to set his time, because Madden is on, well, is in the pits still. CDM is in the pits. It looks like Bazaman is set a purple for sector 2. I don't know if that's a legit one. But here we go. He's going to come round the final corner. Now it's quite a nice helmet actually, with the triple colours. Well, even 4 colours there. But here we go into a P3 with a 27.195. Ryan Van Doom is actually on the medium, so he's showing some real pace around here today. and is the fastest of the medium runners. But yeah, Bazaman looking a fair bit quicker than his brother. I think they're brothers. That's what I think I've been told. Did I now, Gurman? Do you wanna show us the DMs? Yeah. I'm not explaining that shit on stream. Cool. You having me on? Finger polite coming to start his lap now. That Renault does look quite good with the mediums on it in Bahrain. I mean, it's not a bad looking car, is it? Did we haven't seen the Renault's the Alpine this year, isn't it? No yellow car this season. Very, very disappointing. But yeah, gonna have the Cars rally car livery on the French team this season. Bigger polite, looking pretty nice. Using all the track at the moment. Going to be swooping round into that left-hander. That is very, very difficult, especially on like wheel with no line and ABS and all that sort of stuff. It's hard. It's a very hard corner to get right, but it looks like he's done it fairly well. I don't know what he's on, so. But here we go, coming around to this set of purple sector 2. Could be purple, might not be. But coming down at the second to last straight, coming through the last 2 corners, because apparently technically the exit of this corner is also another corner. And yeah, there we go, 27-3. Starting to put Maz in the danger zone. Boy's also in the danger zone. Flea's basically on the brink. Envoy's out currently, Fozzie's out currently, Gobert still's got to come round, CDM is on a lap, and Madden, so we're going to sit on board with Gobert, and see what he can do. Yeah, see, I know what you're trying to do, Gurman, don't you worry. Oh, and that does look like actually is a purple sector 2, so I will be expecting Gobert to probably be inside the top 2 or top 3. He is a bit of a quali merchant. He does like his qualifies really well. There we go, a 26.971, and then it all just gets away from him in the race, and it all does go a bit wrong for him. Madden going into P9. Maz is pretty much out now. CDM still not managing to get himself a lap together. Don't know if Maz is going for mediums or bust around here, but it's not looking ideal for him right now. Got DJ Death Dragon coming on a lap now. Gobert getting out of the way quite nicely. Obviously not wanting to be involved in any incidents. DJ Death Dragon dumping himself up into P3, looking like he's got the pace today. And hopefully that's the start of something we haven't seen for a little while from him. Yeah. Robbie's doing mediums on bust, and it does look like it's probably going to be a bust at the moment. As Boy's on the softs. Just trying to catch up on if anything's happened. Just wondering where a couple of guys are. Boy coming through at the last 2 corners. I would assume he's going to go pretty much pole position at this point. Here we go. Yeah, pole with a 25.9 by about 5 tenths or so. So not too bad at all. P11 would be ideal. P11 would be ideal, but I do believe we'll see a couple of other guys improve their times. And I would assume you're going to be starting probably around P13. If we've got CDM, going to be probably strapping on the mediums. Actually, his qualifying's done. Unless he's actually going for another lap, which we'll see at the end of after this corner here. We'll see. Yeah, he's on a lap now. 2 seconds up on his time. But yeah, I wouldn't hold on to the idea of P11 because it does look like it's going to be taken away from you by the likes of probably Flea or CDM. Look like, well, that's who I'm thinking at the moment, but obviously anything's possible. I'll be saying, yeah, he's happy that he's not going through. Bazaman has retired. He's confident he's going through. Obviously, I would be as well at that stage with a 27-1. It doesn't really look like he's going to get beaten unless everyone decides to go in onto the softer compound tyres. As he does get knocked down one place by Fozzie Bear, who's put himself into P3 and has knocked down Maz into P12. CDM going into P8 with a 27.2, and that is Maz down into P13. Now, if nothing changes, then I'm bang on for that. But that is a very, very nice time from CDM doing very nicely as well. It looks like Envoy's the one coming out now, and closely followed then by Flea, which could actually end up putting Maz down into P15 because of their probably coming onto these soft compound tyres. Yeah, they both are. So it looks like Maz will probably be in P15 for the start of this race. Says he's not bothered. We know he's crying inside. He's a bit of a bitch. So, but it does look like it's pretty much all done. This qualifying. Obviously, we've got Ashring and Fingerpolite who are in the danger zone and haven't gone out actually to set themselves another time. Ashring could be in real danger here if Flea and Envoy don't invalidate, because all they need to do is put themselves in the 26, and it does look like it's about a second and a bit gap. Envoy and Flea are gonna probably see themselves get up there, but we will see. Envoy let him through Flea, then deciding he wants to be the last one across the line. Whether even he'll get across the line actually, but we will be seeing Fingerpolite maybe the first, well, P11, or Ashring could be P11. One of those two will be in that position more than likely. And yeah, here we go. Multi-Barrack is currently in that position. Both racing points have been knocked out of the session at the moment. So, I mean, they're not getting back. They're fully out, but I don't know why I said at the moment. We'll be seeing these two are very, very closely put together as well. Flea and Envoy. We'll be seeing what each one of these guys can do. Envoy's going to be suffering from dirty air as well, so it's not ideal. He could have waited up a little bit longer. 1.5 is the golden area there. Playing the long game, all part of the plan. Chill. No, you know what? I won't chill. You're terrible at the game. Honestly, you're going to crash. He's waiting for a safety car, and then he's going to crash into the safety car. Here we go. Flea coming down now. Envoy getting out of the slipstream apparently. Don't know why, but he is. Flea coming around the final couple of corners now. As long as you don't invalidate, he's up on his time. He's done a purple. It does look like it's an actual purple as well. So it'll be very, very interesting there to see where he'll put himself. But it definitely looks like he's getting himself into those top 10 positions. Ooh, 2 seconds. There we go. Dogs go mental. Fleece put himself into P2, and I'm not sure where Envoy ended up getting himself into. I couldn't really hear. I do apologise for the noise. You wouldn't believe she's ever seen people before. Energetics managed to get himself into P4. So the top 5 are all soft runners, so they'll be suffering, probably doing the 2-stop at some point in this race. So they're definitely going to be dropping back through the grid and going to give themselves a fair bit to do. Gober in P6, EJ Def P7, Ryan Van Doom P8. P9 is Bazman, CDM, and that means Ashvin, Fingerpolite, Multi Barrett, Madden, and Maz are all out of the session. The dog behind, yeah. The dog decided she would basically blow up, and doubtless if she's never seen anyone before. But I think she's all quiet now, so it's all right. I do actually need to put my phone on charge. Oh no, Fingerpolite is P12. Long game, Axel. There's always possibilities, and it does look like the Streams is going to be... No, he's not actually. It's like the Alfa Romeo of DJ Death Dragon. It's going to be the first man out on track. Whether he's going to be the first one around is anyone's guess, but yeah, he's been looking quite good this weekend so far. He wants to realistically hope there's a car in between him and Gober. He'd hope is in P3 or something, and a soft runner is in between them. These soft runners are going to be quick at the start, but whether they can gap everyone else is just something else. But P5 just net, so we will see. DJ Death Dragon is coming around now. Then we will be having 45 minutes of pretty much non-stop action. Hopefully, I do really hope there's no safety cars. Safety cars do long it out a bit. If the grid gets massively spread out, then yeah, safety car's nice. But if it's close racing and then we see a safety car, it just kills it a bit. But obviously safety cars can play into people's strategies. Some people will be hoping for them and some people won't be. And we will be seeing, because DJ Death Dragon is now starting his lap now. So hopefully he can set himself a representative time straight away. And then he will have about 7 minutes to get himself in and out. He'll only get 2 runs though. I think that's pretty much that's all you have time for in this session. Obviously you get the 2 runs, but you can risk yourself free if you basically go out, abort your lap, and then come back in. So if you're not too happy with the way it's gone, it does give yourself a little bit of leeway, takes a little bit of pressure off you. Obviously you're not maximising the grip on the track. Yeah, it's going to be... I do need a delta on. I keep taking it off. There we go. We're going to be looking at mid-4s, I would assume, coming through sector 2. And that's probably what pole position is going to be setting anyway. The top guys are going to be setting a mid-4. There we go. 4-4, 5-9. So it's looking pretty hooked up. Using all of the track there, DJ Death Dragon. Looking very, very good. Coming into the final 2 corners now. I'm going to start having to call it 1, but the Armco barriers are everywhere around this track as well. And coming over the DRS straight, coming across the line is a 25.753. Not the best I think we'll be seeing today, but Flea coming across with a 26.799, 25.834. So DJ Death Dragon now looking very, very strong in with that position there. Definitely one to look out for. Hopefully he does find his form and really show us what he can do. Looks like he's going to come across the line now with a 26.55. Ice Stream's going to put himself into a position 5, but we've still got a couple of guys to come across the line. CDM is coming into P3 with 26.178. We've got next coming across the line is going to be Bazzaboy. He's going to come across the line. I'd assume he's going to be challenging for that pole position, but it doesn't look like it's all there for him at the moment. It's going to be a 27.5 at 7.30, and it does put him on pole by 23 milliseconds. And that is a very, very impressive time so far. But obviously, he's got the soft compound tyres to start on. Envoy coming across the line with 27.811. He's on the mediums for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure why. But Fozzie Bear is going to be coming across the line, coming around the last 2 corners. And going to be setting himself a 26.3. So looking very, very solid at the moment. Obviously, Bazzaboy is the one stealing the show a little bit. He's got the time to beat. And we'll be seeing what these guys can do in probably another 3 minutes or so when they come back out of the pits. No, looking very, very strong for the title challenger today. He's not on the ideal strategy. Going to be starting on those softer compounded tyres, but if he can get himself a win, then he's straight back on form and straight back on fatality in terms of the championship hunt. But obviously, ideally he'll want to be up there. Fozzie Bear going to be coming around. He's going to be the last man into the pits, and I'd assume we're going to have a bit of a quiet period for about 4 minutes of not much activity. There we go. Everyone just coming into hibernate, cool themselves off, get themselves mentally ready for their second runs. Williams not looking too ideal. Streams has actually decided no, he's coming out on the 5-minute mark. He'll actually exit the pits, probably dead on 5 minutes actually. Let's just have a look. Oh, I've got another car. The Williams has decided to also come out. I was about 3 seconds off, so it's not too bad. It's Ryan Van Doom deciding he's going to set himself a lap time before the rush. These guys will probably come round, set themselves a time, and then that will be their qualified pretty much done. Ideal, not really, but I guess you've got to do what you've got to do if you're worried about the traffic and stuff like that. Ryan Van Doom running that, it looks like a grey helmet, a grey-green sort of colour. Not really one that would stand out if you weren't looking for it. Very much just blends in with the car. Dortmund bottle 2-0 up and now 2-2. Robbie, mate, you are a long way behind on this game. I said this like 10 minutes ago. Literally 10 minutes ago. So I'm pretty sure it's half time now. Alright, Van Doom is starting his lap now, and we'll be seeing what he can do. Obviously, he's going to be trying to beat that 25.729, but it's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Not getting the perfect corner there, but hopefully he's just up on his time. He was driving. Yeah, of course you were. He's up 2 tenths, so It's looking fairly decent at the moment. Obviously, he's got a bit of a grippier track than what everyone else has set, but obviously that doesn't come into play. It doesn't really give you that much in a short period of time. It'd just be based on confidence, and yeah, obviously track grip does come into it. But here we go. He's going to be coming around. We'll be seeing what his next sector split is in a couple. He'd ideally like to be about 6 tenths up on his time at the moment. If he wants to be 5, 6 tenths, no, he's 3.88. He's pretty much on. If he can gain another tenth or so, he'll break himself into the 25s. I don't believe it's going to be challenging for pole, but definitely could be putting himself into that P4 position just behind Goba, DJ Death Dragon, and Bazaboy. We will be seeing that in a second, and he comes across the line. It's a 29.5902 and puts himself exactly where I said he would in that P4 slot. I'm not sure if he's going to go around for another one, maybe a cool-off lap. But obviously people diving out the way. It looks a bit hectic right there at the moment. People getting out of the way constantly. Streams has retired from the race. He's decided, well, from qualifying, he's happy with 26.554. He's going to be P8 at best. Obviously Envoy and Flea still have to set their times. Envoy just exiting the pits now. Giving himself a solid 6 or so seconds to come around and get a lap done. Bazaboy starting his lap now, so we'll sit on board with him and see what he can do, and see if he can maybe get something from this. Put himself up near his brother, maybe. It's always possible. Obviously, the 2 Red Bulls you'd expect to be near the front. I've heard that they are arguably possibly the quickest 2, but Bazaman is a 44 milliseconds up on his time now, and yeah, he's got a bit of work to do now. See if he can beat that. Maybe there was an error somewhere in his lap, but it looks like he's done that very, very nicely. He's going to get a good exit. Very nice camera angle, actually. And we will be seeing what he does come around these left-handers. Then it's a long left into a long right. And then, obviously, a hard braking zone. Well, not hard braking zone. A fairly decent braking zone. And then coming on the exit, you want to get the best traction possible. He's up 4 attempts or so, so this is on for possibly challenge for pole now. He's going to get this all right there, get himself over the curb. I don't know if you want to miss it or get on it, but he's going to come across the line. It's a 25.748. He's 19 milliseconds off the pole position time, but Bazaman isn't actually going to be setting himself a time or competing to even try and beat that. So very interesting. Fozzie Bear moves himself up into P6 with a 26 flat, and CDM now has a little bit to do to get himself back up to that P5 position. Go But Limitless is looking like he's on a fairly decent lap with a purple sector 2, and he does look like he's going to be challenging for that pole position. Obviously DJ Death Dragon will also want it as well. He does. It's 25.397. It just doesn't get much better than that, but DJ Death Dragon's a long way up on his time as well. He's about 2-3 tenths up, so he could definitely be putting himself into that pole position spot as well. It looks like and he spun. Oh, he's not. Right, Tutor. And there we go. My parents know that, they're just being rude. But yeah, it looks like Goba is on pole position then for this race with a 25.397, and Bazaboy is in P2 with a 25.7, so a fair gap actually from pole position, but obviously when it gets to the grid you're only not even half a second behind each other. It's all to play for, 0.3 of a second there separating first and second. Then we've got Bazerman, then DJ Death Dragon, who could have definitely been challenging for that position there. Ryan Van Doom, CDMJW, Fozzie Bear, Flea, iStreams, and Envoy there. Well done, Go Boy. Yeah, well, very, very good time from him there. I'm just gonna I'll be right back. Apparently my parents are ordering food, so 2 seconds. Perfect timing. God, it's busy in my house tonight. DJ Death Dragon saying he was 0.4 up, so yeah, he could definitely have got that, but obviously that being fatal, he's got to find himself his way through the 2 Red Bulls. So gonna take you through the grid. We've got Gobert on pole position. Then we've got Bazaboy in P2, Bazerman in P3, DJ Death Dragon P4, Ryan Van Doom in P5, CDM in P6, Fozzie Bear in P7. Flea is going to be in P8, Streams in P9, Envoy rounding out the top 10 on those softer compounded tyres. And we've got Ashvin in P11, first of the fresh tyre runners. He is going to be starting on those medium compounds. Then we've got Finger Polite on the mediums as well. Multi-Barrack on the mediums, Madden on the mediums. Rounding off the grid is going to be Maz on the mediums as well. So we'll be seeing how they go. Obviously, I think it's a medium hard or a soft medium soft. So very, very much. It does look Madden is on the harder compound tyres. So he will probably be jumped to the start, but yeah, all to do. The grid is extremely spread out, so I'd advise these guys to slow down a little bit. And Envoy does need to speed it up. Yeah, this is stupidly slow, if I'm being honest. Mashrin now overtaking, but the guys at the front are going to have cold tyres at this point, because I don't know why we're all driving so slowly at the back. Formation lap's a formation lap. The leader decides the pace, you guys don't. You've got to keep up with it. Back in the day you'd get disqualified for not keeping with that pace or having a reasonable pace. You've been let off a little bit now because they're not so harsh on it, but yeah. Everyone is now lined up on the grid, and we're Well, we're going to get a nice little view of the lights now. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it does look like Gobert's got that position. Well, it looks like DJ Deathtrack has got a brilliant start now, and he's going to be down the inside of the Red Bull. He's jumped the other Red Bull on the start as well. He's going to go side by side to claim that second position. A little bit of wheel banging there by the two, but it does look like they're going side by side in. Obviously, DJ Deathtrack will definitely be wanting this position now, and it does look like he's going to get it, but it does look like Bazza Boy's come back round the going, but side by side again, and it looks like Bazza Boy has claimed that position. There's yellow flags, as it looks like Flea has gone round CDM, and Envoy going side by side. There's a 3 wide there. That's never going to work, guys. And it does look like Ryan Van Doom has been shoved off the track. CDM having nowhere to go. But Ashvin is now coming down the inside of CDM. He's trying to make up a position. Everyone would think this is a 2-lap race now. But Ashvin is not able to get past, but he looks like he's going to have a second bite of the cherry as soon as possible. It looks like Ice Streams as well is going side by side with Envoy, and he's got that move done. I'm just going to sit back here because it looks like Ashvin has had an error, and it looks like Ryan Van Doom is now looking to make the move on him, going around the outside, but he's not going to be able to make it work. We've got movement as well at the front. I'm going to have to switch to that because that is looking very, very much important. DJ Death Dragon has got past Bazza Boy at some point, and he's managed to defend himself around the outside, but it does look like DJ Death Dragon is going to be attacked again on the straight, and it doesn't look like they're going to have much in the way of defending. Both drivers are within that 20%, I would assume. But yeah, we've got a glitched thing as well, and Bazza Boy is apparently in P12, even though he's just in front of DJ Death Dragon. DJ Death Dragon coming to try and go around the outside. Bazza Boy defending. He's gonna see if he can get his brother to attack him as well. Fozzie Bear is the only one in the pits at the moment. I can't see anything that's going on at the moment. We've got no delta because, you know, Codemasters don't like fixing their games. Ashvin having error after error at the moment, going very deep into the next corner. But Ryan Van Doom getting a good exit there, but he's not able to make anything work. Multi Barrick looking to get on the back of this freeway battle now. And Madden now making it a 4-way. Looks like Maz hasn't managed to make any positions at the moment. He's just sort of chilling at the back, and I'm sure he'll be coming into it at some point. But we do have Multi Barrett going down the inside, but not being able to make anything work there by Ryan Van Doom defending very, very nicely indeed. But it does look like Ryan has to has to be defending from Multi Barrett and also be trying to attack Ashvin. He's about 5 tenths behind Ashvin because apparently it's 3 seconds and 5 tenths, but I believe it's only 5 or so. And he's completely messed that corner up. That's definitely going to be a warning for him. Braking much later than he needed to. It's going to give Multi Barrack the run on him coming into the first corner. Multi Barrack's going to have the outside line, then the inside for the next corner. So I wonder if he'll be able to make that move work around the outside. He's going to have the traction as Ryan Van Doom had the side, but it does look like Ryan Van Doom has given him the squeeze and has decided that is that done. Looks like Maz is all over the back of Finger Polite, and he's not going to be managing to make the move, or is he? Because he's going to go down the inside of Finger Polite. Finger Polite and Maz going side by side for a short period, and then Maz now just chilling in behind again, obviously waiting for everything to maybe settle down, and he's got a better opportunity. We've got a bit of a thing going on there. CDM's had an issue. Is it Maz going to be able to squeeze past CDM? Looks like he wants to get straight back up the inside, but he's not going to be able to do it. And it does look like that is that done, and that battle dead in the water at this point. Maz is the closest guy to anyone on the track at the moment. But does look like he's pulling away a little bit. A 1.8 second lead now with Bazza Boy. Obviously, he's been battling with DJ Death Dragon, who's fallen off him a little bit as well. But it does look like Maz is going to be wanting to get past Finger Polite ASAP. Edith that's saying Finger Polite, pardon faith. Q choose. I would assume you're a Finger Polite fan. That's what I'm going to go with. But he does look like he's massively under attack by Maz at the moment, and they are going to go to war soon, I think. Maz using most of his ERS. It looks like he's had that red flashing light. He's not sending it down the inside, but it looks like someone is. Flea is looking for that inside, but CDM is defending that very well indeed. I'm just looking to see if there's any battles at the moment. We've got Ice Troops just sitting on the back of these guys as well. It does look like they settled down a lot at the front here. Fingerpolite and Maz, well, and Madden now are the ones in the battle. And it does actually look like Madden is holding up Fingerpolite, and that's why Maz might be on all over the back of Fingerpolite, because of the hard compound of Madden. I'm just going to switch some things on details. In terms of the race start, though, the biggest winners and losers, we've got the biggest winner of, well, I would assume is Streams, because he's up 4 positions, up into P5 from P9. So doing very well for himself at the moment. The biggest loser is Fozzie Bear down 8. Obviously, the people not having to pit, though, is going to be probably CDM or Flea down 7 and 6 respectively. People are switching places apparently, but there's no places being switched. Ryan Van Doom has made a move on Envoy and is now through and has a car in between him and Multi-Barrack. Multi-Barrack will probably be looking to make the move as soon as possible on Envoy. Envoy does seem like a bit of a bit of a bottleneck at the moment. CDM is going on the attack of Maz. Maz not really being able to do much about it. He's going to have the outside, but CDM getting that move done very, very early indeed. Maz gonna not going to be able to really come back at him, and it does look like he's lacking straight line speed today. And he's just not got the raw pace that he needs. Ow, Jesus Christ, I just stabbed myself. This is the next move I would assume is going to happen. Multi-Barrack on Envoy. Envoy does look like he's completely out of ERS, and Multi-Barrack going in a bit deep now, and he's going to have to probably looking to defend, but it looks like they're going side by side, going through the neck. Envoy looks like he's moving out of the way, but he's had a collision, and that is him out of the race. It's just it's a rip there. Ashford having a 5-second time penalty there, safety car. And yeah, no, that's not Ashford's fault. Unfortunate thing is, I think if you serve it under the safety car, depending on how everyone else does it, we're not sure if that can get removed. He's not serving it at the moment, though. He's staying out. And we are going to see a little bit of a split strategy now. This does actually let Fozzie Bear get back into the race now. As 2-lap-old mediums, he's just going to keep going and just get onto the back of everyone else. Maz now moved himself up to P6, CDM passed and up into P5, Fingerpolite into P4, Madden P3, Ashvin into P2, and Multi-Barrack into P1. But the people who this has benefited, I would say, the most is probably Madden. Madden and Multi-Barrack, well, and the medium runners probably. The soft runners not ideal because they've had to pit and, yeah, go on to an alternate strategy. Gobert has pitted as well, though, from the lead of the race. And they are down into P7, a second off the other pack. But they're going to be looking to get through as soon as possible. I'm just going to have a look now on the Bayern Dortmund score. 73rd minute, and it's still 2-2. If I click on it, see what the stats are. Yeah, Dortmund have been dominated. I've only had 1 shot since their 2 goals. And it looks like if anyone's going to win it, it's going to be Bayern. But at the moment, we have Multi-Barrack leading the way, as I believe the safety car is going to come in next lap. It's only been out for the one. And I just do hope to see no collisions at the moment. We did have a little bit of a word with them all in terms of just their driving underneath the safety car, just giving themselves a little bit of room, making sure they don't hit each other. Is that CDM's decided to come into the pits a little bit late, and he's going to drop himself all the way to the back of the grid. Just wondering if he's gonna put himself on a new fresh set of mediums. Just wonder, is that extra lap gonna give him an alternate strategy, or are we on that sort of level? But it does look like everyone will be pitting again, other than Bazman, who could be possibly going to the end, but his tyres will be absolutely shot by the end of it. But this is actually the net positions at this point. Everyone will have to pit again, apart from maybe one or two. Well, one, which is Bazman in P11. But yeah, very, very interesting. Yeah, the grid next season as well is going to look very, very blue. Let's just say that. Obviously, we've got the Alpine in blue. We've got the Williams in just looking disgusting in blue. Red Bull's obviously blue. And we will also have... God, what other car's blue? I feel like there's another car blue. The AlphaTauri is sort of blue as well, so it's going to be very, very blue. The AlphaTauri is definitely the most disgusting car on the grid, though, with those white wheels. They're just not a look. But wonder, is it coming in? Safety car is coming in, so Multibarrack has tried to maybe go early, and he's messed it up a little bit here. Now he's going to come under threat from Ashvin. It's going to really close everyone up now in terms of who's who. It looks like Streams is going to be going on the attack, but he's not. We've got people going side by side everywhere. Bazerman has overtaken DJ Death Dragon. Actually, no, has he? Oh, I can't tell you. But it does look like Goba is going to be looking to see if he can get his way through on Maz and Fingerpolite as soon as possible. Obviously, Fingerpolite being his teammate. Goba sending it down the outside, but obviously Maz not having any of it. But he's going to have the outside now. He's going to stick it round the outside. Maz not going to go down easily, though, but that's a brilliant, brilliant move there by Goba. Can I give him props for that? DJ Death Dragon now going down the inside and just staying out of the back. That's very, very good car control. Streams really just getting it all wrong there. And getting absolutely no traction on the exit. Trying to maybe sneak a move, but it does like DJ Death Dragon's going to be moving past, and so is Bazerboy on Maz. Maz doesn't seem to have that fight in him today, and yeah, he's moving all the way down, but it looks like Bazerboy, well, Bazerman is crashed. He's in this race still, but he's obviously going to have to pit. That's a full Red Wing on that there. Ginger Gobat Limitless now moving past. He's got Fingerpolite in between him and DJ Death Dragon, but DJ Death Dragon having none of it at the little wall they were creating, and it's going to go up into P4 and going to go straight past Gobat as well. The soft runner is needed now to take a real advantage of what the tyre situation is. It looks like Madden and Ashvin are also going side by side at the moment. Madden on the attack of Ashvin. Bazman has retired from the race and will be our second loss of tonight. Yeah, it does look like DJ Death Dragon is all over him, but he's got to be aware. Obviously, he's got Gobat behind him. DJ Death Dragon is going to be setting up a move as soon as possible. Those soft compound tyres just looking on another planet toward the hards. Obviously, he's a quick driver as well, so it's going to just add to the pace differential. And he does look like he'll probably be looking to get through now. And he's going to go down the inside to have the... Oh, he's already got it done. And that is that done. Obviously, Gobert is going to try and squeeze through as quick as possible. But he's given himself a little bit of a gap, a little bit of breathing room, 7 tenths or so. And is that CDM? CDM's had a mistake. He's gone into the wall. I'm not sure if he's lost that under traction, but... CDM has had an error, and that is going to be his race. Very much put into a difficult situation. Madden now under attack by Finger Polite. Finger Polite going for the outside of the Ferrari driver. Both going side by side. Is Finger Polite going to get the traction? They've got wheel to wheel, but he's not going to get it. And it does look like Madden's going to defend at the moment, but Bazzaboy, sorry, is going to be coming back at them. And Finger Polite has hit the back of Madden, and that's not ideal. Well, not good at all for the Renault driver. And he has lost a fair chunk of that front wing. Going to be losing positions left and right at the moment. DJ Death Dragon now moving past Ashwin, cutting his way through the field, but obviously Finger Polite is just going to be getting overtaken all the time now. Stream's trying to go around the outside of the wounded Renault. No, his race was looking very, very solid, and now not so much in that way. We've got Streams going very, very well, looking very wide, but not so much. Axel crying, yes, it's just a very, very unfortunate thing, but they go 3 by 3 at the moment. And it looks like Maz is trying to find his way through Streams, because the more he's behind, it's got Maz trying to find his way through Streams, Flea trying to get past Maz. And the more they're behind Finger Polite, the more time they're going to lose. Finger Polite coming into the pits, and he is going to have to strap on a new set. Maybe hard to compile tyres, and he can get himself back into this later on. But, yeah, not ideal for his race at all. And he has strapped on those hards. He will probably be going to the end now, as long as he doesn't have another mistake, and he could probably quite easily get some points from this race. I've got DJ Death Dragon all over the back of Multi-Barrack now. Multi-Barrack is the net leader of this race now. But DJ Death Dragon is just going to send it up the inside and just say, see you later. And he is now the net leader of this race, and he has done very, very well to put cars in between him and Gobert. Gobert has got 2 cars behind him. Ashvin fighting back and deciding he's not having any of it. Gobert deciding he's going to send it down the inside and get the move done very, very nicely indeed. I need a drink. Oh, God. Yeah, Finger Polite, about 26 seconds down. He's got to make up a couple of seconds. But he's still very much in this race after everyone else pits again, because it is inevitable, everyone will pit. Ryan Van Doom as well coming round. He's going to be going onto the attack possibly of Bazzaboy, looking like he is the quicker driver at the moment, but not really gaining anything, more losing in terms of straight line. Maybe neither of them are using the overtake button. But we've got Maz looking for moves left and right. He can't get past, and it just looks like he's a bit stuck. He doesn't have the straight line speed that everyone else does. They are still fairly close. We've got 2 little packs here now. The 2 Ferraris holding up the racing point, and Alfa Romeo with the McLaren closing in slowly behind. Envoy saying, my wheel decided to disconnect as I lost my wrist slightly. Would just call it if my wheel didn't disconnect, gutted. Yeah, that's very, very unfortunate there, Envoy. Yeah, not the way you want to lose it. I'd assume you've got possibly maybe a Fanatec or a Thrustmaster or something like that. They do seem to have this disconnecting issue. It does look like there's been contact back here between Streams and Flea, I would assume. But there's two cars very much off the track. Maz has made up a position. Maz has lost his front wing, so there's been contacts between him and I would assume Streams now. Maz is coming into the pit. He's going to be setting himself on to the harder compound tyres, but we've got a freeway battle up here now. Ashvin battling along with Bazerboy and Ryan Van Doom. He's definitely the weaker of the three cars with the 6-lap old tyres with double the wear, but he's not letting it show, is he? Ryan Van Doom is now past him, and that is them two up into P4 and 5 respectively. DJ Death Dragon having a very, very nice time at the moment at the front of this race. Slowly but surely gapping the medium runner of Gobert and then will switch. I would assume at some point when Gobert does go on to the soft compounded tyres and DJ goes on to the mediums. Ryan Van Doom slowly getting pushed away from Bazerboy now, not being able to stay on the back of him as easily. But yeah, now Fingerplight is up himself into P11 and will be passing Streams when he inevitably pits. Yeah, I would assume we're going to have a couple of steward reports here, as we do have Astrin and Multibarrack into the pits. They have gone onto the hard compounded tyres, and they're going to be doing 15 lap on the hards. I'll tell you what, Ashvin and Fingerplight aren't too far away. Fingerplight's been pulling out some stonker laps because he's right on the back of Ashvin, and Ashvin was up into P5, so maybe there's a little bit more on for the Renault driver than we necessarily thought at the start, but this could get very, very interesting at the end of this race. We've got a couple of people going to be coming into the pits fairly soon now. Imagine he'll be looking at a pit in the next 2 laps or so onto the medium compounded tyres. We've got Fozzie Bear probably looking at coming into the pits at some point as well. And obviously the other guys will be pitting onto the softer compounded tyres and the mediums respectively, but DJ Death Dragon and Flea will be probably pitting fairly soon for themselves as well. Ryan Van Doom just sitting on the back, obviously, of Bazerboy. It looks like the soft seem to have fallen off the cliff at the moment because Gobert is just closing up to the back of DJ Death Dragon, and maybe it's time for him to pit onto the medium compound tyres for the last couple of laps, because yeah, no, it just looks like Gobert's just walking up to the back now, and he's losing almost a tenth a sector. And yeah, this is definitely the crossover point for the soft compound tyres. We will be probably seeing DJ Death Dragon into the pits at the end of this lap. The same with Flea, and then we will be seeing where Flea comes out. Actually, it'll be very interesting of where he comes out, because I'd assume it's going to be behind Fingerpolite, maybe level with level with Maz. But here we go, and there we go, DJ Death Dragon into the pits now, and Gobert takes over the lead of this race, looking very, very strong himself. Bazerboy as well, slowly closing up to the back of Gobert. Gobert looking like he may finally get a race where strategy doesn't mess him up. We'll be sitting on board with Flea, and he's coming into the pits now. For Finger Polite coming round the final corner. It is going to be so close. Finger Polite coming over the start finish straight now. Finger Polite is going to get past him, and it does look like he's going to be put in between him and Maz, as Finger Polite is up into a P9 position. So after that wing damage, he's now back into the points, looking very solid for the Renault. But yeah, everyone is starting to gap out a little bit. I just decided I've got a helicopter shot, might as well use it. And that's multi-barrack just driving around for you at the moment. Very much just in a little world of his own, just doing what he has to do. It does look like that is Madden who's had a mistake now, and that is going to be him moving down a lot of positions now. He was in a very solid area in this race, and now he's going to have to come into the pits, change that front wing, and obviously lose maybe 5 or 6 seconds for that, and he's going to be put out behind Streams when he inevitably pits as well. Ashfin, I would assume, I think did, yeah, he definitely did serve his 5-second penalty under normal racing conditions, so that will be taken off at the end of the race, and we'll be seeing if he can make his position up now. But Madden in the pits and is going to be coming out behind Finger Polite, behind Flea, behind Maz, behind Fozzie Bear as well. So he's going to come out in last place. Really not ideal for him. He was looking very solid in the race. Actually, I think he would have come out at the back anyway, looking at this 8-second gap. Not getting the nicest of exits, and losing about another second or so there. Ryan Van Doom still on the back of Bazzaboy, and it just looks like there's no change going to be happening anytime soon there. But DJ Death Dragon now coming at Streams, and he's going to get that move done very easily. Indeed. He's moved himself up into P4. It's a net P1 at the moment. Obviously, Gobert is going to be on the soft compounded tyres, and definitely Bazzaboy and Ryan Van Doom are going to also be attacking him as soon as possible. DJ Death Dragon does have a lot to do in terms of this race now. The fastest lap of the race as well while we're at it. Just getting it all in any at the moment. Obviously won't could stand because, well, we've got a couple of guys coming in. They're not going to be going 20 laps, but it does look like Streams had a big error. He's got himself a 3-second time penalty there for cutting the corner, but he's actually lost time there, so a very interesting warning. Flea is closing up to the back now of Finger Polite on those harder compound tyres. Flea looking quite comfortable on the mediums. So it does look like Flea is going to be making this move in the next couple of corners or so, or maybe on the back straight when he gets close enough, but it's looking quite short-lived. It doesn't look like there's going to be much of a fight going on here either. Coming round now, it does look like he could possibly even get it done now. As Flea is going on the aggressive, he's not going to put it down the inside, he's going to settle in a little bit more, but yeah, you can see here they're so close. And this is a view these drivers will have pretty much, and they're just going to be setting themselves up. Is that... Who's that? Ryan Van Doom's off. Ryan Van Doom has had a massive error. Whether that's contact with Bazzaboy or not, but he has gone round He's lost the car. He's lost about 10 seconds of time, 10-11 seconds, and he is now pretty much out of contention for the race win. As Gobert has also come onto these soft compound tyres, 2.5 seconds behind DJ Death Dragon for 9 laps. He's going to be able to probably catch that fairly quickly. But it looks like Fingerplat is defending now from Flea. Doesn't look like he's able to do too much. Flea just knocking him out of the way there. And maybe just, yeah, definitely a bit hard there. But obviously Streams just not on it right now. Just losing position after position. And it does look like Streams is next up for these guys. He's just completely lost his head. Streams has, and he can't get a lap together anymore. Gobert setting a purple sector 2. He's going to be setting the fastest lap of the race now. Bazaboy in the pits. He's set on those soft compound tyres. Just wondering that undercut maybe hasn't done him too well. Got 9 laps left of this race. He's going to be coming out on 1 lap freshers, so maybe it might do him well at the end of this race, especially if Gobert and DJ Death Dragon start battling. But Gobert's got the fastest lap of the race now, and DJ Bazaboy is now going to come out of the pits 4 to 5 seconds behind, and he will see what he can do. iStream's in the pits now, and he's going to fall to the back of the pack. It does look like it's gone severely wrong now for Ryan Van Doom. He's way at the back now. He's almost a pit stop behind these guys and will be coming probably out near Flea and the others. And that's definitely not ideal. DJ Death Dragon going extremely defensive there, and he's massively under attack now by General Gobert, and he's going to be just looking to get any sort of hold on him and just make this move as quick as possible, because obviously he doesn't want to be getting held up and letting Bazaboy in on this, or else obviously his race win could disappear. It's not easy to break a driver though around this track, as I know all too well. But we've got DJ Death Dragon now, Walker, DJ Death Dragon and Gobert now going through. Gobert is setting the fastest lap of the race. But we've got DJ Death Dragon just sitting on the back now. Not doing a whole lot, but Fingerplat is now under pressure from Fozzie Bear. Fozzie Bear is looking to push himself up into that P8 position and see if he can see himself out some decent points. It's not been his weekend at the moment so far, but that safety car's definitely stirred things up for him and may have given him a second lease of life and given him a bit of hope, because he is in front of a fair few people who have had arguably better days than him, but obviously they haven't had that safety car that has come in and helped them out. Now Ryan Van Doom in the pits, and we'll be seeing where he comes out. Gobert setting a fast lap again. It just looks like he's going to stretch this lead as quick as possible, isn't he? There's not a whole lot many people can do about it. Ryan Van Doom is going to come out just behind the Merc and in front of Flea. So he'll be looking to get past Ashwin and Multi-Barrett as soon as possible. And he's actually going to come out, yeah, literally just in front of Flea. They're going to go side by side around the next corner, and Ryan Van Doom does get that move done and has put himself into P6. Quite crucial in the way of attacking and moving on for P5 and 4. Yeah, we do have a little bit of a train going on here now. For what's that? P7 realistically. P7 is what the train is for Fozzie Bear. All over the back of Fingerplight. Fingerplight sitting on the back of Flea. Falling off slightly now, but yeah. Five more laps of this race to go, and it's looking very much like it's Gobert's race to lose. Obviously, DJ Death Dragon's tyres will kick in closer to the end. Gobert will be drawn in a little bit, but I just don't think it's enough. Fozzie Bear now on, well, Fingerplight can't get through. And it does, yeah, look very much likely like some of these reserves might be looking for a full-time seat, because I do believe there is one going free. So it will be interesting to see if any of them take it up. We do have a couple of reserves in today. We have about 2 or 3. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that progresses through the week. Obviously I don't know anything about what's happening at the moment, but throughout the week it will reveal itself more and more and more. But Fingerplight definitely just defending now of Fozzie Bear's Flea is gaining about 2 tenths a lap on him. There's not a whole lot I can really talk about right now in terms of what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the football, see if Bayern 1-4-2. Goretzka and Lua scored again in the last 2 minutes or so of the game. So yeah, very, very unfortunate there. And in terms of the table, that means Bayern have pretty much won it, let's be honest. There's 2-point gap between them and Leipzig, but yeah, it's not going to happen. Leipzig needed them to lose today, and they haven't. So that's pretty much the season over for the Bundesliga. Narco's been doing a worldie of a job, really, with the pace he's got and how he's making them play. But yeah, it's just not close enough. Obviously, Bayern have messed up a couple games, but yeah. Fozzie Bear now falling off the back of Fingerplight, and Fingerplight just actually, yeah, just still losing about 2 tenths a lap. So Fozzie Bear's lost his consistency maybe, and lost the ability to attack Fingerplight, and maybe it's just these mediums he's starting to feel the setup is falling away from him a little bit. And it does look like Maz is slowly catching up to the back of him. Whether it will be enough in the end is anyone's guess, but it does look like Ashvin is going to possibly make up another 2 positions or so, as obviously at 5 pace, well, the 5-second penalty was served under race conditions. Ryan Van and it does look like Ryan Van Doom is just going to walk past multi-barrack as soon as he can. I mean, the soft tyres compared to those, just yeah, there's not really any question. Stream's having another mistake. He's gone round, and yeah, here we go down the inside. Is he going to make it? Yeah, makes it done before the DRS zone, so he's going to have free reign of just using the DRS and just driving off. But it does look like, actually, Multi-Barrack has got the better straight line speed, but it just wasn't able to keep it in front of, well, get it in front of the Williams car. But it does look like Multi-Barrack will probably be retiring sooner or later, but Streams will be retiring sooner or later. His race has gone from bad to worse, but it does look like Rivad Doom's got that move done and dusted now. Took him about a sector and a half to get it done, as Multi-Barrack was fighting it, but can't fight anymore. Oh, closest battle on track now is Fingerpolite Fozzie Bear and Maz. See which one of these guys get the best amount of points, because they're really realistically they're only on for P8 and above. 2 laps left of this race, and yeah, Bazaboy now closing up to the back as well of DJ Death Dragon. Maybe the Bazaboy going on earlier on these softs may have actually helped him. They're both very low on ERS as well. As you can see, the red light flashing under 10% for both of them. So there's no ERS advantage for either. And we will see how this goes, because this is for position. There is no penalties, there's no anything that's going to come off at the end of the race or get added at the end of the race as it stands. So if Bazaboy can get in front of DJ Death Dragon, that will gain him another 3 points in terms of the championship. It won't put him ahead of Fatality, but it definitely will close him up within 8 points, I think it is, of the championship leader. Now Gobert is finally starting to find his feet as well. It just looks like he's ready to start challenging for that title as well. A little bit later on in the season, maybe a bit too late if you think about it, but we've got 10 races left this season, 250 points up for grabs in terms of if you can get first place constantly. So I mean, well, 260 points, sorry, up for grabs. So it's definitely still all to play for. But yeah, Bazaboy is slowly closing him in by about a 10th a lap. Now he needs to get within about 5 tenths or so, coming onto that back straight, the start-finish straight, to be able to do much. But we've got Fozzie Bear now coming at Fingerpolite. Fingerpolite is going to have the inside for the next corner, braking much later and putting his car in front and just getting that defense working very nicely for him there. And yeah, Fingerpolite keeping himself in P8, obviously opening up Maz now for the opportunity in the last 2 laps to gain 2 positions. Just wondering if he's going to be able to do it, whether he's got the ERS maybe, or if he's got the cojones to go for it. It does look like Ashvin is now all over the back of Multi-Barrack. Obviously, Ashvin does have a 3-second time penalty. He has to keep within himself. Is that 3 seconds? Let me just have a look. Tyre. Yeah, 3 seconds. So he has to keep within 1 more second of Multi-Barrack to be able to get himself past in terms of penalties. Bazaboy now within 5 tenths now, and will just be looking to, he needs to get past soon or else he's not going to be able to do it. There's 5 attempts in it. Last lap of the race, is he going to be able to? Is there going to be any heroics into Saint-Devant? And it doesn't look like it at the moment, but obviously we've got a fair way of this lap going, and Maz is now looking like he's making the move on Fozzie Bear, and is he going to be able to put his car in front? He is, and does that mean he's going to line up the move on the next straight for Finger Polite and push himself into P8? And if he does, that'll be incredible for him. And it does look like he's gonna... No, he's not gonna go for it, but he's all over the back of the Renault. And I'm just wondering, on this next straight, is he gonna be able to do it? Or am I gonna have to switch away and get on to the race winner, which is gonna be Gobert today? It doesn't look like Bazaboy is gonna be able to get past. Please, this straight. Oh my god, it's going to be so close. It does look like... Oh my god, we're going to go down the inside, Maz, and he's going to send it on the final lap of the race. They're going to come back at it though, Finger Polite. Sorry guys, I can't sit on board because there's a battle going on right now. There's Finger Polite and Maz are going side by side on the final lap of the race, and it looks like Maz has got this done. And is he going to be able to hold it in front of Finger Polite? He's got the cojones to do this. And he's going to have Finger Polite now attack him down the outside. But Finger Polite's going to get the run. And it looks like, are they going to come to the line and battle? And it looks like Finger Polite is going to come across the line in 8th place. But here we go. We've got General Gobert winning the race for his first race win in VIL Season 3. DJ Death Dragon coming home in P2, keeping Bazaboy behind him. Baza was looking very, very quick. Just wasn't able to hook it all up. Ryan Van Doom in P4, Multi-Barrack in P5, but will lose a position to Ashvin in P6. P7 is Flea. Finger Polite is P8. Very, very, very closely battled with Maz in P9, Fozzie Bear in P10, Madden in P11, and Ice Streams in P12. The 2 Ferraris rounding off the grid. But yes, the battle for 8th place, and Finger Polite did come out on top. A very, very, very good battle for the last laps of the race. Obviously, I couldn't sit on board with Gobert while that was going on. Unfortunate for Gobert, but obviously he will get his airtime. Multi-Barrack getting driver of the day, moving up a fair few positions. I think it was 7 or 8 in the end. But no, Gobert is your race winner. The Renault driver has got his first win in Season 3. Going to be closing on and trying to chase that. Chase that Drivers' Championship. DJ Death Dragon got P2, the Dutchman, in the Alfa Romeo. And then we have got Bazaboy in P3. We'll just wait for the standings to come up so we can have our standing man go through it if we don't end up sending it to him in time. But it does also look like Gobert has claimed himself the fastest lap of the race. We did end up losing CDM, Bazman and Envoy during this race, and that is going to be it from me. We've got Baku here next week at 6 PM, and I will see you guys there. Goodbye.